half the people you're supporting
15,
are people who were given a visa to come to
the UK without work.
And then got here and there was no job?
Yes. Yes.
Are you shocked by that?
I am shocked because this has never happened in the UK before. So we are so surprised to see this happening for UK government, you know, and a lot of them sold their houses in Africa, sold their cars, sold their things.
Because they thought they were going to start a new life.
And they thought they are starting a new life here. Getting here, they got stopped. It's so, I'm sorry, it's so depressing. That's the word, thank you. Yeah. It is so depressing.
Do you think it's a big issue?
It's a very big issue.
It's people that are not British citizens, people who came to the UK very recently.
They are Nigerians. They are not British. They have no other documents than the skilled visa that brought them into this country to come work.
Thank you very, very much.
You are.
Yeah. As we finish filming by the front door, two people scurry past with the food they've been given, disappearing into the rain in Rochdale in Greater Manchester. It's only afterwards we're told their story, that they were too ashamed to speak to us. One of the women has hit rock bottom and is sleeping on a bus.
What I'm here to do today is to dissect the details of what happened, offer my perspective, and discuss potential solutions. So without further ado, let's get started. Before we delve into this, I want to share that the information I'm talking about today is based on a recent expose by Sky News, a UK news channel. I'll be providing my insights on what was uncovered. It's crucial to bring this issue to light and discuss how collectively we can make a difference as Nigerians. Because even though in the expose the victims were also from places like Pakistan, it seemed like Nigerians were seemingly the most affected. So what happened? Last Friday, Sky News reported on the chaotic scenes at a local food bank. What's alarming is that this isn't just about locals struggling. It's about individuals who recently arrived from Nigeria, expecting to work and support themselves, but ended up destitute. These are people who came on skilled worker visas, hoping for a better, brighter future. Now, let's unpack this. These skilled workers paid substantial amounts of money for visas with the promise of employment in the UK. But upon arrival, they discovered that the jobs they were promised do not exist. Just imagine the shock and despair of these individuals who had high hopes for a fresh start. So, I'd like to now share with you some of the heart-wrenching stories from the expose. For instance, there's a woman who's called Blessing who paid £10,000 to an agent in Nigeria for a skilled worker visa as a carer. Yet, upon arrival, she was left completely with no shifts, no income, and no place to call home. Let me play our interview and other parts of the expose for us to look at.
It's chaotic, dishing out supplies in a cramped and crowded food bank.
Give me one of them. Which one? No, this is a different one.
Organisers say they're overwhelmed, because it's not just locals who are struggling to survive.
Come and sit down. Come inside. Sit down here.
Some of these people have recently arrived from Nigeria, but got here to find the jobs they were sponsored for don't exist. Sky News has already shown how skilled worker visas are being abused, and middlemen are making large sums of money exploiting this legal route to the UK. Now we can reveal how people who thought they were coming here to work are falling destitute. Most are reluctant to talk. They feel despair at their predicament. This woman, who we're calling Blessing, hasn't been given any shifts by the company which sponsored her since she arrived 3 months ago.
I've always provided for myself. I'm a very hardworking, diligent person. So for me to be here, depending on people to eat, you know, coming to the food bank to get food, isn't quite okay with me. It makes me feel I'm a less of a person, a human. I should be in the position of helping, not the receiving end, because this is not who I was back in my country.
Blessing told us she paid an agent in Nigeria £10,000 to arrange a full-time job as a carer on a skilled worker visa. She asked us not to reveal the company which sponsored her, fearing repercussions. But we've seen other documentation supporting her account of what's happened.
There is a big scam going on. A lot of people are being scammed every day, being deceived that we have jobs.
How many people do you know who've come on skilled worker visas and got here and there's no work?
Oh, I can't count. Yeah, I can't. There are so many, so many. I met a lot here, and so many are still coming after I've come here.
Dozens, hundreds?
Oh, let me say dozens. Yeah, dozens, yeah.
This woman also came from Nigeria and says she's had to move north to live with her sister because there's no work for her. They all say it's proving virtually impossible to find a new company to sponsor them for a full-time position. And having come as carers, under the terms of their visas, they can't work in any other job sector. We're calling this couple Joyce and Alan. They say they also paid an agent in Nigeria £10,000 to arrange employment for Joyce as a carer.
I've been cheated. It has not been easy. I have to sell my car, sell my property, got a loan, took a lot of risk to raise up the money.
How difficult is it to transfer to another company, to get sponsored by somebody else?
It's very difficult because most jobs you want to get, they'll first of all tell you that actually you've got this sponsor from somewhere else, so maybe you should go back to that place to get your job. That's what they always say. We are begging the government if they can look into it.
The family.
Guys, yes, that was a little clip of the video. I'll link the actual Sky News expose so you can watch the full video. But yes, it's sad, you know, that our people are going through such things. And I'm sure many of you out there will say, some of them knew about it, right? And yeah, maybe some of them do know about it. But there's some that I'm sure are innocent and not knowing that this thing is sort of a scam, you know? Like, let me know your thoughts on what you think about the video you just saw. The reality is the impact of this is immense. These individuals are left without any means to support themselves, resorting to begging from charity, basically. I'm sure this is not the vision that many of them envisioned when they were thinking about going to the UK from Nigeria. And it's truly heartbreaking to see that their dreams are being shattered. What's truly disturbing here is that how these individuals are being exploited. Some unscrupulous agents and companies are basically capitalizing on many, Nigerians' desperation, collecting exorbitant fees for work, for jobs that do not exist. And this isn't a rare case. This is a widespread issue that is affecting many, many people. So let's talk about accountability. Who's to blame here? Who should we hold accountable? The truth is, I feel it's a complex web of responsibility. While desperate job seekers are vulnerable, these agents and companies are taking advantage of their dreams. For me, the key here is awareness. By spreading the word, putting this information out there, we can actually empower our fellow people to make better informed decisions. And that's what you say, I tell them, you tell them, they still will not listen. But it's our responsibility as a people to bring it to their notice that this is the reality of life of, some of these agents. And if you get into the situation, this is what's going to happen to you. Do you want to be a destitute in that man's country? But again, if you're still in Nigeria, this news is not all doom and gloom. This news is to tell you that you need to do or take some actions and steps to mitigate on this being your story. So if you're out there and you're considering moving to the UK, please, my people, do your homework. Research reputable avenues for immigration and avoid shortcuts that seem too good to be true. If you focus on prioritizing legality, you yourself can help prevent yourself from being scammed. And also, these things are not hard. You can apply by yourself. It's not everything agent. If you understand English, do your research, go online, spend a few hours, do some research. Everything is on there. Visit government websites, official government websites to get your information. It's all on there. There's nothing that an agent can do for you that if you sit down, you can't do for yourself. Anyways, guys, yes, I was very upset doing this video, watching the expose. I hope this video really helps, even if it's just one Nigerian person that listens and takes on the lessons shared and, does their homework from this video. I'll be happy, right? But again, I really want to hear you guys. What are your thoughts on this whole expose? Who is to blame? What advice, if you're a Nigerian person in the UK that have migrated to the UK, what advice would you give your fellow people? Like, what would you tell them? Because I'm sure many of you are tired of telling Nigerians in Nigeria, because they will say, you don't want us to progress. That's why you're telling us all this information. Like, give real concrete advice for people looking to move to the UK. What would you tell them? right? To help make their path easy, smoother, and not make them feel like they're destitute in a man's country. I look forward to reading your comments in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate all your love and support. I guess if you made it to the end of this video, leave a comment. Sassy, these agents must be punished, right? Yes, leave that in the comment section. Thank you once again, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye.